Your last name is not just an identifier on a passport. It is a blood code. And for millions of people walking this earth right now, that code spells nobility. Not the kind of nobility you see in period dramas with sprawling estates and servants in powdered wigs. The real kind, landless knights who owned nothing but a sword and a name. Noble blood did not guarantee wealth. It guaranteed one thing only. You were someone's legitimate descendant, and that lineage had been documented in ink and sealed in wax. If your surname appears in the next 16 minutes, there is a strong chance that blood, that documented aristocratic blood, still flows in your veins. Today, we are counting down 10 surnames that prove noble blood still runs in families who have no idea they carry it. At the end, I will give you the key to decode your own surname and find out if aristocratic lineage hides in your family tree. Number 10, Beaumont. The name comes from the Old French Beaumont, beautiful mountain. It was brought to England by the Normans in 1066. Roger de Beaumont was one of William the Conqueror's most trusted advisors, and his descendants became the Earls of Leicester and the Earls of Warwick, two of the most powerful titles in medieval England. Within 3 generations, younger sons of the Beaumont line owned nothing. The title went to the eldest. What the younger sons inherited was the surname, the blood, and a landless claim to nobility. If your last name is Beaumont, there is a documented chance your ancestors were Norman lords. Number 9, Montgomery. Another Norman import from Normandy. Roger de Montgomery was William the Conqueror's cousin, rewarded with vast estates in Shropshire after the conquest. His descendants became the Earls of Shrewsbury. By the 13th century, cadet branches had spread across Wales, Scotland, and Ireland, many holding no land at all, just the surname and the genealogical record. Even the poorest Montgomery could prove his lineage in a court of law. Anyone with this surname today descends from a family that was, at one point, documented nobility. Number 8, Villeneuve. This French surname means new town. It was given to families granted land to establish new settlements, often on the frontier of expanding kingdoms. Villeneuve families were minor nobility tasked with colonization, clearing forests, building fortifications, and defending newly claimed land. Many lines died out in border skirmishes. Others survived but lost their land when political winds shifted. What remained was the surname and the documented fact that your ancestors were trusted enough by a king to be given land and a title. Number 7, Fitzpatrick. Now we enter the world of the prefix Fitz, which comes from the Norman French fils, meaning son of. It was used to denote illegitimate children of nobility, children acknowledged by their noble father but born outside of marriage. Fitzpatrick means son of Patrick. In Ireland, it marked families descended from illegitimate lines of Gaelic kings who had taken Norman names after the Anglo-Norman invasion. These children inherited no land, no title, and no legitimate claim to succession. What they inherited was the prefix, the public, documented acknowledgement that noble blood ran in their veins. Number 6, De Vere. The D prefix means of or from. It signals geographic origin and land ownership. De Vere means of Ver, referring to the town of Ver in Normandy. The De Vere family became the Earls of Oxford, one of the oldest and most powerful earldoms in England, holding the title for over 500 years. By the 17th century, there were De Veres working as clerks and in trade. The earldom died out in 1703, but the surname survived. If you carry this name in any variation, you descend from a family that once held one of the great offices of medieval England. Number 5, von Braun. We cross into German nobility, where the prefix von serves the same function as D. It marks families of aristocratic origin. In the Holy Roman Empire, von surnames were legally protected. You could not simply adopt one. The von Braun family produced military officers, diplomats, and scientists. Most famously, Wernher von Braun, the rocket engineer who designed the V-2 missile and later the Saturn V. After the fall of the German monarchies in 1918, the legal privilege of nobility ended. The surname remained. Today, anyone with von in their name carries aristocratic lineage. Number 4, Fitzroy. This means son of the king, Roy being the Old French word for king. This surname was given exclusively to the illegitimate sons of English and Scottish monarchs who were publicly acknowledged by their royal fathers. Henry Fitzroy, Duke of Richmond, was the illegitimate son of Henry VIII. Charles Fitzroy, Duke of Grafton, was the illegitimate son of Charles II. These were royal bastards who were ennobled and given estates. If you carry the surname Fitzroy, your ancestors were the unrecognized children of kings. Number 3. Percy. This surname comes from the Norman village of Percy-en-Auge in Normandy. The Percy family arrived in England with William the Conqueror and became one of the most powerful noble families in the north, holding the title of Earl of Northumberland for centuries. They fought in the Wars of the Roses and married into the royal family multiple times. By the 18th century, cadet branches had spread across England, many no longer holding titles or estates. If your surname is Percy, you are connected, through documented bloodlines, to one of the great feudal powers of medieval England. Number 2. Stuart. This is the anglicized form of Stuart, which comes from the Old English Stigward, Stig meaning house or hall, and Weird meaning guardian. The Stuarts were the hereditary High Stewards of Scotland, a position of immense power. They became kings of Scotland in 1371 when Robert II took the throne, and later kings of England when James VI of Scotland became James I of England in 1603. The Stuart dynasty ruled Britain for over a century. Today, anyone named Stuart or Stuart is connected, through genealogical lines, to the family that ruled Scotland and England. Number 1. Fitzgerald, the most widespread Fitz surname in the world. Fitzgerald means son of Gerald, given to the illegitimate descendants of the Geraldine dynasty, Norman nobles who invaded Ireland in the 12th century and became more powerful than the English crown in Ireland for 300 years. The Fitzgeralds became the Earls of Kildare and the Earls of Desmond. Every time a Fitzgerald lord had a son outside of marriage and acknowledged him, that son took the surname Fitzgerald. Over 7 centuries, the name spread across Ireland, England, and the entire English-speaking world. Today, Fitzgerald is one of the most common surnames in Ireland and America. Most people who carry it have no idea that it marks them as descendants of illegitimate sons of one of the most powerful noble families in Irish history. Your surname is not an accident. It is a record written in blood, passed down through centuries of people who carried a name even when they carried nothing else.